Hello, welcome to another Sigma Saturday. This is the first of two videos you'll be getting today. Trying to catch up with the battle reports. This is from issue 11 of Mortal Realms, and it's the Battle of Tomb and Terror. So let's get the fluff done, shall we? Bolts and arrows fly between the tombs and mausoleums, and the Nighthaunt Geist explode in clouds of arcane energy. Enraged, the undead hunt units of castigators through the ruins. The castigators must stay out of the Nighthaunt's range or risk being torn apart from their rusty blades. The castigators loosed another howl of fire and ducked behind the moss-covered tomb to reload. The Nighthaunt were everywhere now, swirling through the fog in packs. A horde of chain grasps hurtled towards the temple, eye sockets glowing through the gloom. Each of the Geists held an ancient, rusty weapon aloft. The castigators scrambled backwards, clambering over broken fences and mounds of rubble to take up better firing positions. Another round of Thunderhead Great Bowl fire shot forth, destroying yet more of the Nighthaunt. The castigators were running out of ground, however, and the Nighthaunt seemed to have endless numbers on their side. Well, okay, what we got going on this week is terrain. Yep, this is the issue you got your mausoleums in, I believe. I think it was. It's been a while. So we're using that. So it's only the first part of it, so it's not the bases and the gates and things like that, but we've set up, it looks good. I enjoy it. So new rules. Up until now, your units have not had to worry about navigating over or around terrain. They've only been able to move up to their move value in their war scroll. In this playthrough, we will show you how models interact with terrain, as well as introducing running to the movement phase. So that'd be nice, that'd be good. So we got that going on. Who starts first? It'll be the Stormcast start first. So we've got War Scrolls, nothing really here. Thunderhead Great Bowl is 1 dice to an attack. 3+3+ for hit and wounds, does 1 damage. For each hit of a roll with 6, it does D3 hits. And Chain Grafts, they're normal, 2 wounds, 2 attack dice, 2 hit and 2 wound, and 4+, does 1 damage, and they can fly. So, bursts of celestial energy for the Castigators. Castigators fire Thunderhead maces from their bows. They explode in clouds of magic energy. And flying, Nighthaunt models are ghostly spirits and can fly over terrain and other models when they make any type of move. Okay. So, yeah, if we fly over to the board, we are playing on the big map, and we can see we've got some terrain here. Let's just slightly off camera this bit. Got the gates, the walls here, the mausoleums, 3 mausoleums, and we're set up castigators here, Nighthaunt here, and it is going to be, this is turn 1 Stormcast movement. Castigators may move 5 inches, they may move over the fence, and they may run. Running, before moving any models, the Stormcast player can declare that a unit will run. The Stormcast picks up a dice, the Stormclayer rolls the dice and checks the result. They may add this number to their movement for this turn. If Stormcast picks up their models and moves them that many inches, Stormcast picks up their models and moves them that many inches. Models in a unit that run cannot shoot or charge later in the turn. To move over terrain, if a model moves over a terrain piece, you must count the vertical distance up and down as part of the movement. So, for this gate here, that is 2 inches up and 2 inches down, so that'll take 4 inches to get over. So, declares they will run, and they okay. So I'm going to follow the rules here. So the playthrough here, something I didn't do last time. Unfortunately, I don't think the way I've got this set up, we may not see them, because I'm going to try and get over to this section here. So it may just be off camera shot for that one. But signs they will run, they pick up a single dice and roll it. So they say they get a 5, I get a 1. So that is not good. Add this to the, so they got 10, I only get 6. So we're going to go here here, and here. Like so. So we've moved, that should all be in a straight line. So we've moved back, I'm just out of shot, but we can see them. We've moved here. So the Nighthaunt down there, we've moved here. Like so. Okay. Oh, so that was, sorry, not the hero phase, not the shooting phase, not the charge phase. Oh, where is it? That was the movement phase. So we're now into the shooting phase. Because I run, I don't get to shoot. Ho-hum. There's no combat, no nothing. So it's the Nighthaunt phase. No heroes, we're going straight into the movement phase. Running before any models, so they're going to run as well. They move 6 inches, but we get to run, so we are going to run with them so we can get into combat as quick as possible, because they are quite far behind. So I'm probably going to have to move this map in a minute. Oh, they are going to run just 1 inch as well. So, okay, so we're going to move 7. So we're just going to move all these straight up the line. Like so, in a straight line. They don't have to worry about terrain. You can just fly over it. So it's going to go, so they're all up to this line here. So here we go, they've moved up. So they are closer. Whoop! And I dropped my tape measure because I'm not paying attention. So hang on, let me just readjust. I'm going to pause and readjust. There you go, that's better. We can sort of see now the overhead where everyone is. Okay, so there's no charging going on in this game, in this turn anyway. There's no shooting from them. There's no charge. There's no combat. No battle shock. So we're in the hero phase of turn 2. So we are movement. Cascades can move 5 inches and may run. Cascades cannot shoot if the Cascades cannot run if Stormcast wants to shoot with them later. So I can move. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to, because what these are ranged, what you want to do is where Rob would have loved this. We are going to push back 5 inches. Down here, here, and here. So again, we're just slightly out of range once more, so I'll adjust that next time. But we've moved back 5 inches, so hopefully we can get some shots in. Missile, 1 missile. So yeah, we're going to go on to the shooting phase now, so I'm going to change that, aren't I? Because we haven't used this yet. So 1 missile attack each to hit with 3+, so okay. Let's get this in with a 3+. So that's 2 hits, and that was 2. Burst of celestial energy to hit is, if the 2 hit is a 6, and it does D3 hits instead of 1. So come on, get, that's 2. So we get 2 hits effectively. 2 hits out of that and 1 of that, so that's 3 hits. So 3 wounds on a 3+. That's 2 hits. The Chainrasp save with a 5+, so 2 dice, 5+, no hits. Allocate wounds. Allocate wounds, add up total damage, that's 2, 1 at a time for each player. Allocates 1 wound for every 1 damage. If a model is already wounded, must continue to allocate wounds. So I believe they have 1 wound each, so we'll just take these 2 here. Just to show you above them, I'm going to take these 2 here. So these are now dead. We'll put these down here. And what I'll do is I'll quickly pause again, like so, so we can see a bit more of the battle mat. But that's it. There is no combat or anything of that nature. So we are no charging, no combat, no battle shock. Nighthaunt, there's no hero phase, but there is a movement phase, and they are going to have to they're going to have to run. So what is this? Movement. Chainrasps may move up to 6 inches. The Chainrasps cannot run if the Nighthaunt wishes to charge later this turn. Okay, so you can't run and shoot and charge. That's good to know. So we get to move 6 inches, that'll take us to about there. If we're within 12, we should be able to charge. They can try to charge. Roll 2 dice and add the number together. If the roll is equal or more than the distance in the models. So I believe you can measure anytime you want in this, can't you? So my movement is going to take me to, let's move first, shall we? Let's get the movement going on first. So we're going to move to there. And we're not going to run because we're going to want to try and charge. So it's all straight line like so. So we are going to want to charge, and I believe we're within 12. I'm just going to measure this, I believe we can. It's 10 inches. So I'm going to try and charge, just because there's no shooting film. So I'm going to try and charge just because we haven't used this charge phase really before, because we've always been in range. So 2 dice. If it's equal or more, so, or should I have run? I reckon I should have run and charged next turn. Now we'll try and charge. And we totally failed that with a 6. So we have not charged. Okay, so there is going to be no combat at all. Yeah, because no, I can't shoot in their combat turn because it's not part of the combat phase. So we're on turn 3 of the Stormcast. I'm going to have to move it again, because what I want to do is keep myself go as far back as possible. If you were at, well, 5, so that's 5 to there. If you were a playing as a Stormcast, that is what you'd want to do. You'd want to charge as much as possible. So I'm probably not going to pause it this turn, because I think I can just sneak it down so we can see here. Okay, yep, I'm definitely liking the fact that there's these battle mats rather than a 4x4 table. I said this in the last video, I think if ever I took this up seriously, I'll probably just play on sort of mats like this, on this sort of size. I prefer the smaller, almost skirmish game. If I was going to pay a bigger points value, as it were, I'd pick a game like Warhammer Fantasy to play rank and file units. I like this sort of size game for Age of Sigmar. I think it suits it quite well with the rules. But anyway, we are on to the shooting. 1 missile for each attack. We didn't run, but we moved, so 3 pluses, that's 2 hits. 1 does get a 6. So we roll that to see how many wounds. It's 3 wounds, so that is a total of 4 wounds now. So the wounds are 3 pluses, so that is very good. It's 3 wounds. That means our Night Haunts roll saves on 3 save dice on a 5+. So save 1 of the wounds. So that's 2 hits. And again, they only have 1. I keep forgetting. I told you my brain isn't very good at things like this. They have 1 wound, so we are just gonna. I think it's I get to choose as the chain. Well, I always get to choose, just me. But the chain rasp player gets to choose, I believe. So we're going to take these 2 because they're furthest away, and that's going to take longer to get those in. So okay. So as shooting, there won't be any combat or charging of battle shock. So now it's turn 3 movement. We are just going to move 6, and we can just ignore this terrain. This is where these guys will seem quite fast, because they can just do that and move up like so. They can just fly with their flying rule over the terrain. So if we can see here, that's where we are. They're there. We're here, so we can get some sort of adjustment. I don't know what that's like for blurriness, because I'm quite away from the monitor. Hopefully that's acceptable. We're going to charge again, so I think we should be 10 again for the charge. I don't think we're going to be able to charge this time. I don't think we'll do it, but we might as well. So no shooting, charge phase. 5, 8. No, failed by 2 inches. So there won't be any combat, no battle shock. And 1, 2, turn 4. No movement, I'm going to stay there, but I am going to shoot. Here we go. Yes, no sixes this time. So that's 3 wounds on 3s. Oh, that's poor. That is poor. Saves on a 5+. Ooh, that was almost rolling into a 5. Fails to save. So we'll pick this one. Change camera. We'll pick this one here. Okay, we have lost half our Nighthaunt models, so the shooting's not bad. That has whittled them down. No charging from my castigators, no combat, no battle shock. So we are Nighthaunt hero phase, movement phase. What we're going to do is we are going to move 6 and we are going to charge. We're going to go up to 6 here. And we should be able to charge now. Alright, let's have a little look where you are. Yes, we're going to go in this circle here. So 5. There we've got to be able to charge this unless we roll really low. I'm not even going to measure. We are just going to charge. 5. Oh, do I do that? Yes, I do. So charge. We finally made it. So within 12 inches we can charge. We do roll 2 dice, greater or more distance your model is successful. Move a chain rust, number of inches equal to roll 1 must end base contact with 1 castigator. Well, we can get all the front guys in, like so. And we move this into 5 and this into 5. So he's not quite in, but they're there, like so. That's where the state of play is for this. Let's try and adjust this. Difficult doing this on your own. Oh, that was the charge phase for the Nighthaunts, sorry. So now we are on to the combat phase. Combat phase, we can move 3 inches closer, so now we can, once you get going in this charging, you move really quick, don't you? Because there we are, they are all now in base contact thanks to the piling rule. 2 weapon, they make 2 attacks each, so that's 1, that's 5, that's 10 dice. Can we wipe these guys out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. That is 5 in. I don't know what, you just see in this corner here. We'll stick with this camera for a bit. So 5 dice, 5 in combat, 10 dice. Looking for 4 pluses to hit. Let me see that. That is an okay roll. Going back to last week's game where it's 50-50, we've done that again. To wound on a 4 plus. Okay, 2 wounds, so this could be enough to take out a castigator. But they got saves on a 4 plus. They save 1. Allocate wounds, so what we'll do is they have 2 wounds, so we'll just put it on this guy here. But now it's the combat phase, so do they can't, they don't have any, so they don't have a melee weapon. So normally with the new rules I could fight back, but God, I need a drink. They don't, by the looks of things, because they don't. Yeah, they've got no hand-to-hand weapon, so they can't fight back. Let me know if I'm wrong on this. I'll probably be recording. I don't know if I record another set today. I've done last week's today and this week's recording today. I don't know if I'll do another. I've got another video to do after this. I don't know if I have enough time to do another, like 3 more today. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, I'll be able to read Let me know anyway, and it'll be for the future. Yeah, but I don't think you can fight back. And the next thing I want to know is, can they shoot in combat? There's no movement already in combat, but in the shooting phase, it doesn't say anything here so far in the rules I have about not being able to shoot while you're in combat. And the ballista, when we had that explicitly had a bit where they're already in combat and they could still shoot. So, and I think in the hero phase we played a game where they could cast magic when they're in base contact. So I believe we can. I'm planning it we can. So it's the shooting phase. We still have 3 shots. So 3 pluses. Oh bloody hell! Wow, this could go well for the castigators. So that is 3d6, so they each do d3 wounds. So the first one does 1 wound. Okay. The second one does 1 wound. Oh, this is gonna be tragic now, 2 ones in a row. The third one does 2 wounds. So that is a total of 4 wounds. Oh, that could have been 9 wounds, but okay, we'll accept 4. We'll take 4. So they wound on a 3+, so 3 get through. Okay. On the old Geisty babes, they save on a 5+. So that is 1 wound. 2 get saved, 1 wound, and we will pick him just because he's there. Okay. Ouchie. So, where are we? We are on no combat, no combat. Turn, stay honest. So I'm moving this out. Turn 3 is that or turn 5? Turn 5 must be. Of hero phase, there's no hero phase, there's no shooting, they're already charged, so we are just in combat. Nothing to pile in. It's 4 in combat, so that's 8 dice. Okay, we're just stuck in the corner here. Was that 8 dice? That is 8 dice. Ooh. On a, so I'm going to move more as it they want. They want 4s to hit. So get rid of those. There's nothing special about them. They wound on 4s. That's 2 wounds. 2 saves. Save on a 4+. So we save both of them. No combat, return combat due to what we discussed in the last turn. So it is now going to be the shooting phase of this round. We still have 3 castigators on 3+. Only 1 hit, but this does D3 wounds. So if this doesn't have a 6, it does. That's 3 wounds on 3+. Okay, that's 2 hits. Saves on 5s. That's 1 wound. That's another 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it from here, this middle one here. So then I've still got 3 in base combat. Charge. I tell you what I forgot, it's combat phase. So I do get to attack, don't I? I missed that out in the last 2 rounds. Because I was saying the castigators don't have a combat, so they have melee weapons, but I do, so I'm going in. 2 weapons each, I can kill these guys. Now, okay, so that's, I can't count dice today. Oh, I can't count dice ever, so that's 6 dice. 4 pluses, this could be, I've prolonged the game. That is a lovely, lovely 5. Wound rolls on 4 pluses, that is not so good. Ouch, that is nothing. Damn, I could have, if I'd remembered that last round. Okay. Battle shock, night haunt type phase, but here we go again. No movement, no shooting, no charging, already charged into combat phase. So, 1, 2, 6 dice again. 4 pluses, not as good this time. 50% again. Wound rolls, 4 pluses. 1 wound. Can it save it on a 4+? It does. Ouchie. Okay, okay. Hero phase, turn 7, turn 11. Shooting. Okay, we've got to do some damage here, Castigators, to get those Nighthaunts, because they can hit us now. We need these all to be 6s. They're not 6s, but they are all hits. 3 pluses to wound. That is 2 wounds. Can the Nighthaunt player save these? Can. Okay, that was the Castigator's worst fear, because now we're moving on to combat. They don't have melee weapons. They should have bought melee weapons. Hopefully they'll learn, or perhaps in the future they'll let us know that they do actually have melee weapons. So now it's 6 dice coming their way, and for 4 pluses, 50% again to wounds on 4 pluses. 1 gets in. They cannot wound though. Saves on a 4 plus. Okay. Getting a bit silly now, but it's their combat rounds. They're effectively attacking twice each turn, which is nice. Come on, guys. Okay. No, that's not laying the smackdown. That is 2 wounds. That is what, 2 wound rolls, 1 wound. Come on. Save it on a 4 plus. He saves it. Okay, we are. Turn 8 shooting phase. Alright, it's 3 models apiece, so that is 1 definitely gets through. How this one does 2, so that's 3 wounds. I shall pick that up later on. On 3 plus, that's 2 wounds go in. Can they save it on 5? They can't. Ouch, so I am going to leave my leader, which I'm assuming is this one, and we're going to take these. Okay, the tide has certainly turned now. I actually thought this was going Nighthaunt way, and then we just check, yep, they do have 1 wound. So, but we're on combat phase, so he's already charged in. If we can at least kill this one with his green candle, we will be happy. That's one hit on a 4 plus. No. Okay, but it's now their turn. They get to do that again. 4 plus. It's a wound on a 4 plus. No. Okay. Turn 9. Shooting phase. That's all. I kind of want to turn these guys in just for no other reason than it looks good. 3 dice. This could be the end. This very much looks like it's going to be the end. We have 2 6s, that's 2 d3, so that's 1, 4 wounds. 4 2 wound dice coming in, and 3 pluses. That's 2 hits. That would be enough to kill this for sure, because I only got 1 wound. I'll save it on 5 pluses. 1 save, 1 wound, and we lose it. We lose that. The Nighthaunts have lost. Castigators, wow, thoroughly enjoyed that. That was amazing. There's something about that I love that. Start with the Stormcast plan, charge, shoot, and combat sequences in only 1 player. Yeah, it says about that you can do combat, which is what I did with the, remember after World 2 and Nighthaunt, that they could effectively have 2 combat turns. But yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed that. So in a bit, there'll be the second video for this week coming up, so please watch that. If I have done anything wrong, let me know, but I'm recording these in a bit of a chunk, get a few games recorded in a day, so it may not take effect to a few games time, but I do read the comments. I do enjoy reading comments, and yeah, and as I say, I'm really learning this game, learning it from the Mortal Realms, which I'm actually enjoying. I was a bit unsure when I first started it whether it was the right decision, because it's quite a lot of money a month for a game I wasn't sure about, but yeah, getting into it now, yeah. So hopefully see you soon in the next video. Take care, stay safe, see you later on.